Last week on January 20th, 2025, something happened in the world of artificial intelligence that shocked everyone from Wall Street to Silicon Valley. So what was it that caused this chaos? A company called DeepSeek emerged from China, a name we had barely heard of a year ago. Imagine waking up one morning and suddenly finding a brand new AI assistant ranked above ChatGPT in your phone's app store. Moreover, this AI assistant, whose name you're hearing for the first time, is not only free but also shockingly high-performing, and most importantly, open source. That means you can download it to your computer or even your phone and use it however you want. This event happened suddenly and the tech world immediately took notice. Markets, and more importantly, expectations, have been turned upside down. You might say, so what? After all, dozens of AI applications emerge every day. But this time, the situation is entirely different. Why? Because this development is not just about the success of an application. It is actually a harbinger of a much bigger change. To illustrate the seriousness of the situation, let's look at some numbers. Following this news, NVIDIA's stock plummeted by 155% in a single day. Major companies like Microsoft, Google, and Meta lost billions of dollars in value. Even European tech companies were significantly affected. So why did this cause such a massive panic? Because DeepSeek has shown that AI can be developed far more cheaply and efficiently than anyone believed or expected. While companies like OpenAI and Google have spent billions of dollars developing their models, DeepSeek managed to create a model with similar performance for just $6 million. And they did this right after the newly elected US President Trump announced the $500 billion Stargate project, a joint venture by OpenAI and Oracle, which is one of the largest investments in history. One of Silicon Valley's top investors, Mark Andreessen, called this AI's Sputnik moment. Just as the Soviet Union's launch of Sputnik in 1957 fundamentally transformed the US space program, DeepSeek's emergence could completely reshape the AI industry. The US is no longer unrivaled in this field. The Cold War has been replaced by the AI war. Moreover, this time, their competitor has a strategy book that dates back thousands of years, The Art of War. In this book, Sun Tzu says that the best war is the one won without fighting. So what does all this mean for us? First of all, you might say this is a fantastic development for the democratization of AI. It's almost like history playing a cruel joke. Once upon a time, OpenAI, which set out with the promise of open source AI, has increasingly turned into a closed system, while China, a country that once walled itself off with the Great Wall, has now introduced an open source AI. Once a country that shut itself off from the world, China now seems eager to share its technology. Meanwhile, the US, which positions itself as the leader of the free world, is erecting trade barriers with tariffs, quotas, and banned applications. Soon it may even build new walls to keep foreigners and immigrants out. The US restrictions on Chinese technology seem to have had an unexpected consequence. Chinese engineers, working with limited resources, found ways to be more efficient. According to some official sources, the founders of DeepSeek claim they entered this field not for profit, but out of scientific curiosity. The hero behind this company is Liang Feng, a Chinese computer engineering graduate in his 40s. However, his real expertise is in the stock market. During the 2007 to 2008 financial crisis, he started trading stocks while still a university student. He became so successful that in 2015, he founded an investment fund called Highflyer. Today, this fund is valued at $8 billion. He began managing it using AI algorithms. By 2021, the fund was fully controlled by AI. In other words, billions of dollars in transactions were entrusted to bots. Before the US imposed chip restrictions on China, Liang Feng had already purchased about 50,000 NVIDIA AI chips. In an interview, he said he did this out of hobby and scientific curiosity. When assembling his team, he preferred newly graduated PhD students over experienced professionals. His mission? To solve the world's most difficult problems. In November 2023, they first released DeepSeek code as a free open-source project. Later that same year, they launched DeepSeek LLM. In May 2024, with the release of DeepSeek V2, they sparked a price revolution in the AI world. They set an unbelievable price of just 2 yuan, about $0.3, per million tokens. In December 2024, they released the V3 model, which demonstrated outstanding performance. Finally, last week, they launched the R1 model, specialized in mathematics and logic problems, surpassing ChatGPT in the App Store and Google Play Store rankings. All of this happened within just 1 year and 2 months. DeepSeek R1 is still young, but shows tremendous potential. It specializes in achieving maximum results with minimal effort, especially excelling in mathematical and logic-based tasks, outclassing its competitors. DeepSeek is much cheaper and more powerful, disrupting the balance of the AI market. The recent negative impacts seen in Wall Street clearly show how serious this competition has become. The devaluation of major tech companies proves that this is no longer just a technological race, but also a power struggle. And the root cause of this is restrictions. The US is blocking the sale of AI chips to China, forcing Chinese companies to develop more efficient solutions. We've seen this scenario before. Take Huawei, for example. After US sanctions prevented it from using Google services, China developed its own operating system, which now has a significant market share in China. Similarly, restrictions on 5G technology forced Huawei to develop its own chipsets and telecommunications equipment. A similar story played out with electric vehicle batteries. US and European restrictions pushed China to develop its own battery technology, and now they are becoming market leaders. Today, Chinese automakers like BYD control more than half of the global EV battery market. Chinese chip manufacturers like SMIC, despite lacking cutting-edge technology, have made significant progress in mid-range chip production. In short, these restrictions have acted as a catalyst. DeepSeek achieved similar results to Meta's Llama 3.1 model using just 1/10 of the resources. In some areas, it even outperformed it. But its rapid rise has also raised concerns. Some analysts, researchers, and users in the tech community have voiced their concerns. One of the most serious claims is that DeepSeek may have copied ChatGPT. Some users pointed out that when asked, "Which model are you?" DeepSeek V3 sometimes identified itself as ChatGPT. This suggests a potential issue with its training data, meaning it may have been trained using ChatGPT's responses. On Reddit, some users argue that DeepSeek's claimed performance benchmarks are unreliable. Particularly in solving mathematical problems, some users believe its real-world performance does not match the reported benchmarks. Some tech publications have raised concerns about data security due to DeepSeek's Chinese origins. They question how user data is processed, where it is stored, whether the Chinese government has access, and what the company's actual funding sources and connections might be. Additionally, there's the issue of censorship. When searching for sensitive topics about China, DeepSeek applies restrictions, especially on political issues, cybersecurity questions, and ethical debates. We must understand that there is no free West. Every AI model reflects the cultural and institutional structures in which it was developed. This is why the open-source nature of DeepSeek is crucial. Unlike ChatGPT, which only operates in the cloud, DeepSeek allows you to download and use smaller versions directly on your computer offline. This means your data stays on your device, offering more privacy. Looking at the bigger picture, this is clearly a power struggle, and this war is just beginning. As we said at the beginning, who will take the lead in the AI universe? We'll find out in the coming days. Stay tuned.